Now, the lineup for the away team with a record of 12-2. Santiago. And now the starting lineup for your Hudson Catholic Hawks. Number 1, Deshaun Robinson. Sophomore number 10, Elijah Clone. Junior number 2, Elijah Williams. Senior number 21, Pete McKnight. Senior number 5, Omari Moore.
Reserve forward side for the Hawks, and more and more. Good afternoon and welcome to this It is number 1 St. Peter's and number 5 Hudson. Big matchup. This is the one we circle every single year. We only got one individual season. It's always common. Have a preview of what we're going to see in front of
Hawks shooting 2. Shooting 2, Amara Lord. St. Peter's number 10, Aiden Post. 4, shooting 1. St. Peter's, Gomez. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Into the game for Hudson Catholic, number 5, Amara Moore.
Historically, too, they played well at home. They haven't lost in over a year. And it's been just over a year since I wish it was a game winner that was all over. And a short time out here, so going to be 30 seconds.
20-32.
Rosa had a mismatch down low. He couldn't follow home as on foul last there. Then it was they did the ball right back. We got a lot of
the first time all game. Obviously, a big struggle of this particular squad. This was the start was getting to the rim. They haven't done
His first team's first. Shoot it to Santiago. Santiago shooting one. Hudson Catholic basketball. Basketball. His second, his first. The South Shore Brother. Shoot one. Hudson Catholic, number 11, Dean Blue. Cologne shooting one. Timeout, St. Peter's. It'll be a full timeout. Just a reminder to purchase your 50/50 raffle tickets. The winner will be drawn at halftime. Have to be in it to win it.
Hudson Catholic right now against St. Peter's.
It's on the number 4, his first, team's third. Against independent number 10, his first, team's fourth. Shooting 2 for St. Peter's, Rosa. Rosa, shooting 1. Be a full timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, this distinguished teams during halftime for a special performance by the Hudson Catholic cheerleaders.
You know they're
Fans are
year long.
once you go out through those doors, you will not be allowed back inside.
No doubt about it. Crazy rivalry. We know how much these two teams respect each other. We saw it when the Hudson faithful was chirping a chant that wasn't the most triple G rated, like the girl likes to say. And Lamari Moore was telling them to calm it down, don't want any of that. Obviously, very heated rivalry, but these two teams know what's at stake, and they know how much this means to this city. They respect each other a lot.
Yep, I mean, this game has been sold out since when we got here, which was around 4 o'clock, 2 hours before game time.
Crazy how much passion there is for this rivalry.
Santiago comes up with the board, a couple more possessions, maybe one or two for each. Caden Post.
He's been the only guy to come off the bench for the Marauders. Brett seems to be in a six-man rotation throughout this game.
Porch almost has that one taken away. He'll just give it right back to Rosa. We take under a minute. That one out of bounds. Hudson Catholic's going to keep it, and they are amped up. Noriega James takes that one away, and Amari Moore has to calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, very hyped there. But an example right there of how good he is defensively. He forces a turnover for the Hawks. He always brings it on the defensive end for the Hawks.
100%. This crowd that's been standing all game watches on. Last couple possessions of travel gets called on Rashad Robinson. 43.7 to go. Hawks lead it by 9.
First travel in this game. Testament to how clean these two teams have been playing.
Very disciplined on both sides. And checks in is Yu Lu.
And this is going to be a statement here. If Hudson finishes this off, have no idea what's going to happen with the state rankings. Right now, Hudson Catholic is number 5 in the state according to NJ.com, with the Marauders being at number 1.
Yeah, interesting to see how everybody's going to, weigh this game, considering Kaner's out, with no one knowing how long. Whistle blows again for a travel.
And that one was much more obvious. Ferdinand slipping and sliding there. He's going to check out of this game. Post comes right back in.
17.3, Hudson Catholic, if they want, can make this the last possession of the half. McKnight tries to get in, and he will get 2. 5 seconds. Rosa has it. No stranger to long shots, but that one is short. And heading to the locker room, the Hawks lead at 36-25, 11 points as both teams head off the court. We will be right back after our halftime gap in coverage. I can't reach up there. Just mute it.
Hudson Catholic cheerleaders.
try that thing, bro.
Well, we gotta get comfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-50 will be pulled after the third quarter. You still have a chance to purchase tickets. Remember, you're going to be in it to win it. St. Petersburg will start the second half of possession.
Check. Can you hear me? You don't hear me?
Second half is just moments away from getting underway. Hudson Catholic on the court. Prep finishing out in their huddle. And everyone in the building takes to their feet once more.
11-point game.
Prep starts the second half off with possession again. Hawks lead at 36-25, 11 points for them to give up. Santiago scans his options, tries to do it himself again, and gets past the outstretched hand of Moore. So Prep finally starting to see some offensive efficiency, at least in the second half. Wasted no time getting to the basket there. Did a great job of making a lane for himself.
Santiago had 10 at the half. Like you said, wastes no time. Gets on the board again, up to 12 now.
McKnight makes a man fall, can't finish. Richie Rose with the Santiago. 9-point game. Hawks in the lead. Gomez tries to set a screen. Santiago won't use it. Right back to Santiago. Santiago calling for it. That one tipped away. Waste no time. Heading back the other way. Lead back up to 11 for the home team.
Every time Prep shows some sign of life, just gets relinquished right away.
Absolutely. Eric Porch with it. Tries to make his way in. His layup's no good. Again, the layups have not been falling for Prep. A clear shot there. Robinson stuffed. They're going to call a foul. Santiago on that one.
Hey, none of these fans missed a beat during halftime. Everybody's still on their feet. Won't change throughout this game.
Hope straight back to standing.
We've been standing this whole. We haven't called a game standing since when? Since Hudson Prep in the county championship at NJCU last year. We'll be back there again this year. We don't know if it's at NJCU or if it's at High Tech.
I'm pretty sure it is at NJCU.
Most likely will be.
Rashad Robinson getting some attention from the trainer right at the free throw line where he's about to shoot two if he feels he's good enough to stay in this one.
Something to watch because in the first half, he took an awkward fall, seemed to have rolled his ankle. He shook it off right away, but now he's down. Don't know if he re-aggravated it. He's going to take his shots, though.
Yep, back on his feet. Still with a little bit of a limp in his walk. Does a couple practice shots with the air. And we're ready to get back underway. The refs having a quick chat. And then those two shots from Rashad Robinson, the senior, on the way. The Hawks 38, Prep 27. And we are just about a minute and a half into the third quarter.
Mirabel saying that somebody has to come out. I don't know why, and I'm not sure if he wants somebody ejected
I think because of the injury timeout is what he's saying.
Okay, yes, that makes much more sense.
Yep, so Rashad Robinson has to come out. Noriega James is going to take his place, and McKnight is going to be the one at the line. And a friendly couple of bounces there from the rim, almost hung up in between the rim and the backboard for a second. And Mirabel still having a talk with the refs, as he's done for a large portion of this game. Shot number 2, again right off both rims and in. So the elite shooting from Hudson Catholic continues.
McKnight's been solid all game. Continues it there at the free throw line. He had 10 at the half.
Torch from 3, that one's short. Santiago on the rebound, and a foul, count it. We passed the ball right into the chest, of Noriega James, and he's not too happy about that.
Mirabel trying to get his team fired up, especially his big men. They need them in this ball game if they want to have any chance of pulling off what would be an upset now with the way that this game has gone. Would be a crazy comeback.
Won't go. McKnight is right there at 6'7" to scoop that one up. Moore. Pressing aggressively. That shot quick from 3.
Great job by Omari Moore getting past the great defender in Eric Porch. Cologne
is open, but not open. Elijah Williams gets right to that ball.
Gomez hesitated so much to get that shot up. He thought he had way more, which he had a good look to be able to do so. That wouldn't have happened. Missed opportunity there.
Yep, and now we're seeing mental mistakes from the Marauders as well. Richie Rosa pulls up for 3 right away. Wouldn't have counted anyways.
Ferdinand gets charged with the foul off the ball. Clock is ticking now for St. Peter's. Still got a quarter and more than half left of this third. But again, this game has gone by so quick, and Hudson has shown no signs of slowing down.
Clock is tipping fast. Mirabel thought that one was out. James takes it down right off to McKnight. And they can take their sweet time on offense. Noriega James. Tries to push in, spins around, shot goes up, nope. Cologne there for the rebound. Won't go. Still 11-point lead for the Hawks. Rosa tries to make it 9. That one out of bounds, stays with the Marauders.
So impressed with the way Hudson has played. It seems like everything is going well for them. Obviously couldn't get a bucket on the offensive side there, but defensively, Williams gets his hand on the ball while Rosa was driving in, tips it out.
Just efficient in every manner when we're talking Hudson Catholic. Richie Rosa brings it back to 9 there, though. Cologne with the ball in Hudson Catholic's corner. Elijah Williams, guarded by Gomez. Quite the bigger defender. Gets by him, though. And a foul on the shot from Elijah Williams, getting to the rim, guarded by Gomez.
I have never seen Alex Mirabel this animated on the bench. Maybe it's because every time we see him, they win. And the last time I saw this prep team lose a game that we called was actually my freshman year when they lost the county championship against this same Hudson Catholic team, and he was not this livid.
Well, and usually when he's livid, a lot of the times it's with his own players. This time it's been with his own players, and especially the referees through the first 2.5 quarters or so. 1 for 1 At the line, lead back up to double digits.
The bigs got to pick it up quickly for St. Peter's Prep. We've been saying it all game. They need them. And with this lack of production, they find themselves down 10.
That one swatted out by Elijah Colon.
They're just going to keep doing the same thing all game. Mason, Richie take turns trying to score the ball because nobody else is giving you anything right now.
Not so far. Ferdinand tries to put something up. Collects his own rebound. Almost gets it again. Moore comes up with it. Headed the other way. Gets Gomez out of the way. Puts up the shot. Won't go. But guess who's there for the rebound? Keith McKnight puts it back for 2.
The duo showing up again. Keith picks up Omari. Second chance bucket there for the Hawks.
Under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Hawks lead it by 12. Santiago pulls from a couple feet behind the line. Got it. And Rashad Robinson falls down to the floor. That might be it for him. He is grimacing, and we hope that he is okay.
Yeah, this one definitely looks worse than the ones before. Panting on the floor. We hope he's okay.
Here we are into what you maybe can call a booth. I don't think so. Well, we're up at the top row of Hudson Catholic. As you can see, their banners right behind us as both of these teams take advantage of the injury timeout. Mirabel having a talk with his players. Hudson Catholic kind of hanging out a little bit. They're a little bit more relaxed. What do you make of this game so far, Manny?
Well, it's been what we've been saying throughout this broadcast. Hudson has had an answer for everything that Prep has been trying to throw at them. They know that they're going to rely heavily on Mason Santiago and Richie Rosa. So they're forcing the other guys to beat them, and they just haven't. Let's see if Prep can respond with the rest of their guys. And Rashad Robinson checks out, which was something we were on the lookout for. He's with the trainer in the back. Hudson will try to continue without him.
What a game from him, no matter what. Got to be happy with the performance he's put up in the first 20 minutes of this game.
Now let's see if Prep can take some momentum back. Only down 9. They still have a chance halfway through this third quarter.
Caden Post gets physical. He's going to force the jump ball. Prep started off this half with the ball, so arrow pointing the way of the black and gold. And the ref having a chat with both Omari Moore and Eric Porch, getting a little handsy with each other.
Yeah, Porch all up in his face. Definition of face guarding.
Marinello not happy with the refs. That one right back to Moore.
Great matchup here. Moore's going to try to take it. Passes out, actually. Need some popcorn here in Jersey City.
Elijah Williams almost beats Gomez, but he's there to put a hand up. Whistle blows there. Still waiting to see who it's on.
It's on Santiago.
Team scored.
Only his second of the game. Not quite in foul trouble yet. Hudson ball. And
now
the
he might be in
blow.
foul trouble. That's another foul on Santiago.
So yeah, 2 fouls in about 5 seconds. That does tend to land you in the foul trouble territory.
That's his third foul, and he waves off Mirabel because he doesn't want to get taken out of this game. I don't think Mirabel was thinking about it anyways. But Santiago going to try to put his squad on his back.
Mirabel knows how important that star power and leadership is right now. You have to be mentally tough. Launching a comeback like this. Hudson Catholic heads to the line. First one strong.
McKnight isn't the greatest free throw shooter, but Hudson is in the bonus now. Going to be something to watch for throughout this quarter.
0 for 2. That ball gets tipped a bit. Santiago's the one that comes up with it, so the foul costing nothing more than a mark on his way to being fouled out. Risky pass off to Rosa. Gomez gets under the rim. Rosa, long mid-range. Gomez collects it out to Caden Post. Right back to Santiago. Guarded by Moore. Trying to push his way past Moore. Fights to the rim. Puts it up. Nope. But Eric Porch is there. Finally, some signs of life.
Prep has done a great way of responding in this second half. And it's been Eric Porch who's been great defensively. Great possession there as well offensively. He cleans it up. Now he gets his hand on the ball. He's going to be charged with a foul, though.
Prep sent Hudson Catholic to the line quite a few times this game. Certainly more shots than Prep.
Got to stop fouling if you're the Marauders. Hudson in the bonus now. You don't want to give free points on reach-in fouls like that.
And again, heavy. Hudson Catholic 0 for their last 3 from the line.
And those 3 points would be huge. Instead of what could be a 10-point game, Hudson only up 7. Let's see if they go up 8 now with this shot.
Well, especially surprising is the second one misses as well, considering how well they shot in the first quarter. Richie Rosa, another 2.
Good. So,
added to the total, 5-point game.
I think this is a time to call a timeout if you're Hudson Catholic. Marinello elects not to do so, but the lead is relinquishing right now. You need to gather your team back. Ever since Robinson has been out, Hudson's been falling apart a little bit.
Noriega James, after the Hudson Catholic crowd has been silent for a moment or so, gives them a reason to get loud. Back to 7 points, a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Pass goes out. Gomez thought about it, pushes in, and he's going to get fouled. Elijah Williams. So Gomez heads to the line, a chance to bring it right back to what it was before, a 5-point game. 87 seconds remain in the third.
Robinson is back on the bench. We don't know if he's cleared to play, but he is with his guys, has his jersey on.
Gomez, no problem on that one. Back to 2 possessions. We know how well this prep squad can bang threes if they get hot. They get the rebound. Caden Post stays prep ball.
I'm not really a fan at the rate that these refs are blowing the whistle now on both sides. It's a rivalry game. They're going to get physical. This is a playoff atmosphere. I think you got to let the kids play a little bit more.
Yo, I'm starting to get a little surprised with you as well and Marinello and calling the timeouts. Caden Post has it off the inbound.
If Prep scores here, I think you almost have to call a timeout. I'd be shocked if he doesn't.
Rosa steps back, drills it. 4-point game.
He's not going to.
Nope, looks calm as ever over by the Hudson Catholic bench. The Prep student section is as riled up as we've seen them all game long. And as we head towards the fourth quarter, this game starting to look like a typical matchup between these two Hudson County beasts. It's a fight for it down low. Ball's going to stay with Hudson Catholic.
And now everybody in Maroon is fired up, especially Coach Mirabel. The sophomore who may lack size compared to everyone else on the court, not afraid to get down to the nitty-gritty. Very physical there, Caden Post.
That inbound, again taken away by Prep. It's anybody's. They'll fight for it. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession belongs to St. Peter's Prep.
Again, we're not here to call anyone out in specific, but I think this just garners it. I mean, what is Coach Marinello doing? I don't know why he hasn't called a timeout in this quarter, especially there where you almost get called for a 5-second and then a turnover. I'm shocked at the fact that he just refuses to call a timeout here.
Coach on the inbound. Rosa has it. If they really extend this play, it could be the last of the quarter. 30 seconds left. It doesn't look like that is the goal at all. Rosa is fouled heading to the rim, and a chance to make this a 2-point game. Unbelievable stuff here as St. Peter's is launching the comeback away from home.
Rosa's panting, collecting himself now. Made a very clutch mid-range shot earlier.
And obviously don't want to call a timeout here if you're Prep. All the momentum going your way. Richie Rosa drains the first.
They're on a crazy run right now. Obviously no reason to call a timeout.
Oscar Martinez comes in. Out comes Mason Santiago for what is his first break of the day.
It's only the 7th guy to play for St. Peter's Prep. Post was the only one to come off the bench during this game. Santiago had to come out eventually with the amount of fouls he has. Give him a breather, end this third quarter, come back out for the fourth.
2-point game. Mirabel firing up this Prep student section. And they are loving what they are seeing here in this third quarter. 27 seconds to play. Hudson Catholic ball as they lead by 2 at home.
And now this has kind of turned into a Prep home game.
Silent over on our side of the court. McKnight almost on a highlight reel finish, but the rim is not kind. Rosa, as the clock ticks down, passes it off, a chance for the lead. It's heavy. And a foul called. McKnight hits the deck. He does not seem to be okay. What a loss that would be.
He hit his head. We hope it wasn't too bad, but he should be able to shake this off and come back. But he did fall pretty hard on his head, and he's holding it.
Always wonder about a concussion. Again, we hope that he is okay. 0.7 seconds remain on the clock. The Hawks lead it by 2. A foul called there, and I believe they will head to the line. McKnight's still on the floor. Would be so unfortunate for him to have to leave this game.
And we hope he's okay. These Prep guys now getting in a little bit of foul trouble. If you're the Marauders, you need Porch and Santiago down the stretch of this game. They do so much on the wings, on both sides of the ball, to be quite frank.
So no matter what, he will not be able to take these free throws. As we learned earlier, he has to come out of the game after an injury timeout such as this. And we welcome you back. Can you see us? We hope you can.
I hope you can.
Again, we apologize for the lack of live stats. I hope you can see why. Quite a bit of people between us and the scorekeepers on the other side. McKnight is up. Like we said, has to come out of this game. Is walking just fine. That would never be a concern with a head injury. Still holding the back. We hope that he is okay. And back in comes Rashad Robinson.
This is huge for the Hawks. You lose McKnight for a little bit, but then probably get some life now with Robinson back. McKnight is on the bench. He's going to try to shake this one off. Hopefully by the beginning of the fourth, he could be back again. We want to see both of these teams at full strength.
And Robinson usually not putting up numbers to the degree of McKnight, but tonight he has been an elite player for this team.
Especially shooting from beyond the arc.
James at the line for McKnight, and he makes the first.
If Hudson can go on a little bit of a run here like they did in the beginning of this game, shooting from deep, they should have no problem securing the victory.
3-point game now. James makes it 4. Quick inbound. None of it matters. Buzzer sounds. And now this is what these games are all about. The Hawks at home lead it by 4 as we head to the last 8 minutes of basketball here in Jersey City.
What a seed. And this is exactly what we signed up for when we picked this game. Game of the week, obviously, here at HCST Athletics. 4-point game, heated rivalry, cross-town rivalry, maybe 2 of the best teams in the state. And now they're coming in here. This fourth quarter is definitely going to be tight. Something we have to watch for. Again, foul trouble for the Marauders. And then on the Hudson side, are they healthy enough? Is Robinson going to be okay? Is McKnight going to be okay down the stretch? 2 huge storylines. See if both of these teams can be at full strength towards the end of this game.
A lot of questions yet to be answered. Both teams in complete huddles, making the final adjustments. Marinello didn't call a timeout in that entire third quarter. Obviously, a couple breaks for both of those injuries that happened. What's your reaction to a situation like that?
Just shocked. I mean, you came into this quarter up 11, and then all of a sudden, you're only up 2. Your team's missing free throws. You're fouling. Prep is making everything. At one point, you just have to call timeout. I mean, it's just it's basketball. I don't want to make it sound like it's that much common sense, but we're shocked right now that he hasn't called a timeout. And Mirabel made so many adjustments at the half. His team has come out really hot. Right now, he's coaching a great game, Mirabel, and Marinello's going to have to answer here to secure this win at home.
And as if they weren't on their feet for the first 24 minutes of this game, of course, they are now. No sitting basketball in Jersey City tonight.
And the ref talks to Porch, who's been all up in everybody's face here at Hudson. Tells him to back off a little bit. I don't think Porch is going to listen as long as he doesn't put his hands on him. And he gets the steal there, so it's working.
Rosa gets up. It's good. 2-point game. Omari Moore, guarded by Porch, claps his hands right in Moore's face, passes it off. Rosa takes it away again. We've got a tie game. And finally, in comes a timeout from Marinello, who is halfway across the court. And yelling at Robinson and points to a seat on the bench. Just look over at what we have on screen right now. Does it get any better than that when it comes to student sections?
This is what it's all about. Tie game now. Hudson making some costly mistakes. And we said it. This now feels like a home game for the Marauders. And that's what you get when you have these two teams who are so close to each other. Fans are going to come in from all over. It feels almost like a neutral site. Early in this game, it didn't, but it's also because we're here in the Hudson section. Prep section, though, from all the way over there, making their presence felt.
Yeah, great performance from them in a tie game for the first time since, I believe, 4-4.
No doubt about it. Now the cheerleaders trying to get the Hudson fans back into this. It's kind of worked. Just a bunch of yelling here on both sides, and that's what you get in the tie game.
Yep, we've talked about the timeout for quite a while now. It finally happens. Let's see how that changes things up.
McKnight is at the scorer's table. He's going to come back into this game. That's huge for the Hawks.
Elijah Williams passes it off. James right back to Williams. Tries to get in. Pass into the corner. The 3 off to the left.
Hudson has been so ice cold from behind the arc in this entire half.
And finally, a chance for St. Peter's to take the lead. I didn't think we'd see it.
I don't think anyone in this building did. Even the people in maroon, other than Mirabel, who seem to have never lost belief throughout this game. He's been so passionate.
This prep squad never gave up. Richie Rosa, they're all taking their time. Richie Rosa, all by himself, won't get it. Ripped away, Cologne, heads back. Tries to pass it away. The whistle blows, and Porch is gonna get called with the foul.
Against St. Peter's, number 12, Reese Ford. teams first.
And that's Porsche's 4th foul.
Again, we said it. Foul trouble is something to look for here with this prep squad. They're going to maybe keep him in. I don't think so. No, Post is going to check in for Eric Porch. I think it's the wise thing to do.
Post is really frustrated coming out of this one. Excuse me, Porch. Inbound to McKnight. He's back in. Pass right out to Cologne. He breaks in. Guarded by Post. Puts up the shot. Can't get it.
Great job defensively there by Caden Post. He's been awesome as the 6th man off the bench here for the Marauders.
Tie game, 6 minutes to play. 47 for both of these teams. Rosa passes it into Gomez. Out to Post. Not too often we see him take a shot. Post. Still with it. And the whistle blows. Maribel calls a timeout.
30 seconds.
Yeah, you're not going to see Maribel that angry at that possession. His young guy has played very well, and at some point he has to look like a young guy, and he did there. But again, prep has just been awesome in almost every facet of the game in this second half. The only thing that's kind of they've been shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with is the foul trouble. Other than that, they've been pretty much spotless in this half. Hudson Catholic, not so much. It's been a story of 2 halves, to say the least.
Yep, not too much to say from Marinello. They're right back out onto the court. It is an absolutely packed house.
By the way, I want to shout someone out there who's right next to the prep student section. Coach Gomez over there was my JV coach over at Memorial for baseball. He's been on his feet this whole game, passionate, talking to the guys. He's been yelling more than all those kids.
Santiago to Rosa. Expect them to be the 2. We know how clutch Rosa is. Whistle blows off the ball. It'll stay with St. Peter's.
His 4th.
And Noriega James is 1 away from fouling out. Quick inbound. And it's taken away, but they're going to say the foot of Omari Moore stepped out of bounds. What a huge momentum shift that would have been.
Another example of how different these 2 halves have been. The first half completely flew by. I mean, it felt like 1 quarter. This second half has felt like a whole game in and of itself. So many stoppages of play. A lot of it has to do with injuries and a lot of fouls too, which is pretty common in a rivalry game like this. The only thing you would expect is less whistles being blown. Has not been the case so far.
Rosa pushes past half court. We approach 5 left to play. Again, deadlock at 47. Rosa pushes in, he loses it. And the ref points right. The ball stays again with St. Peter's. Inbound to Santiago. Santiago tries to push in. Bucket won't count. Foul on the floor.
Another foul. And this student section is going nuts.
Is this where the rally starts? I don't know who this kid is, but
Yeah,
he
I think
just
he's
took
like
his
4.
shirt off and started waving it around like a rally towel. The student section protecting him from security. Inbound, Post has the ball. Post pushes in, the pass, nobody's home. And you expect that to be the last for Post. He will come out in place of Porch.
He's got to be ready, though, because we said it. Porch has 4 fouls, so Post might come in at any moment unless they go back to Oscar Martinez to this game for the Marauders.
No one else even has the warm-up hoodie off. McKnight makes a man fall down. Whistle blows, basket goes, but the foul was on the floor.
By the way, Rashad Robinson is back with the trainer. Probably not coming back into this game. But other than that, Hudson at full strength. One of their young guards is going to have to go off in this fourth quarter. They did so in the first half, whether it's James, Colon, or Williams.
Both of these teams yet to score in their last few possessions. That shot goes up, and McKnight is going to head to the line. We know how lackluster their free throw shooting has been this half. They've got to step it up now.
Now Gomez is at 4 fouls. Interested to see now how St. Peter's tries to protect the rim. A lot of guys in foul trouble. Gomez might stay on McKnight for now. If not, going to have to switch Ferdinand, who has less fouls.
Another possible instant classic on our hands between these two teams. The first one won't go. It's the rim twice, bounces right back out towards them.
And they never fail to deliver. Always a close game, even when you think it's not going to be, especially tonight after that first half. With the way that Prep was playing offensively, they still find a way to climb back.
Yep, if you take away the 23 Hudson County Championship that Prep won by 16, the margin of victory for Prep over their last 4 wins has been 3 points. Rosa tries to take the lead. That shot won't go. From Gomez, it won't go either. And the bucket counts with the foul. Mirabel's fired up. The student section is fired up. And Prep's in the lead.
Absolute bananas. My goodness. Mirabel flexes his muscles. And so does everyone else on the floor wearing white and maroon. Prep now has their first lead since the first quarter.
Yep, 49-48. The St. Peter's Prep Marauders lead it away over the Hudson Catholic Hawks. It's Porch to shoot it. Too strong. Gomez is going to pick it up. A chance for even more points to extend the lead.
Huge possession here.
Richie Rosa pushes in again, and nobody's in his way. 3-point lead for the Marauders.
Brutal miscommunication there for the Hawks. Prep has all the momentum now.
McKnight got to the rim, put up a rebound, but before that, Marinello calls another timeout. 3:47 is left in this game. You can see it on your screen. Prep leads it by 3.
Completely new basketball game. In fact, in this new basketball game, Prep is now leading. They're up 3. Marinello takes a full timeout, which I think is much needed for his squad. 1, they probably need a breather, and 2, they definitely need a talking to. Gonna have to make some adjustments here to try to not have one of the bigger meltdowns we've seen in this county and maybe even in the state.
Yep, it will definitely be a big talking point, especially for everybody that puts out rankings, how much of a collapse occurred, especially in the third quarter, losing both quarters in this half right now.
We obviously only do Hudson County power rankings on our show, and Prep has been number 1, but we've always said that we've thought that Prep may be the number 1 team in the state, and we've been confident in saying that, and we're seeing why right now. On such short notice, they lose maybe their best player. They come out in this first half, they look terrible, and then in the second half, they make all the adjustments necessary, look like a brand new team, and they still look like maybe the top team in the state. It's been crazy.
Just absolutely dominant. It looks like they needed some time to figure everything out, figure out how to operate with Kaner. Obviously, they've been heavy reliant on him and the attention he brings, but they've been good here in this second half. Omari Moore has it. If anyone can hit a 3 and tie this game up, it's him. But instead, he goes to the rim, basket, foul shot coming up.
Gonna try to take the other aisle in tying this game, and one gonna try to convert it at the free throw line. Could tie this game up right now. Love to see that if you're a Hudson Catholic fan. They answer right back, have a chance to tie this game now. Only 3.5 minutes left.
What a big shot this is here. Mirabel's going to use it
has a chance to talk to all his players. Caden Post is back at the scorer's table. Looks like he's coming in. Nope, he's going to go sit back down. Maribel likes what he's got on the floor. No subs.
Yu Liu is in for the Hawks. It's a new substitution for them. For the most part, he's barely played in this game.
The shot from Moore bounces out. Prep still holds the lead. 3:30 to play. 51-50 in favor of the team that traveled. Rosa. Pass off to the corner. Porch has it. Right to Santiago. Gomez sets the screen on Moore. Santiago pushes in. Off the glass. Won't get it. Whistle blows. He'll shoot two.
Again, I'm not sure if I agree with that. Thought he went straight up. And even if he didn't slightly, I don't know why you blow that whistle. I guess you stay consistent refereeing the game that you have throughout this second half. But again, I think both of us are a little bit disappointed at the amount of whistles that have been blown in this game. We love seeing the physicality. We love seeing these guys play without many stoppages of play. Either way, I like the substitution that Marinello made, bringing in Liu. They have more size now on the court.
Second shot, can't find it. Lead at 2 for the Marauders. Richie Rosa hypes up his own student section. Need a big stop here. That ball goes away. And it's Ferdinand who's going to take it all the way. And he gets it off the rim.
Nice Euro step there by Ferdinand. Tremendous possession there, keeping the ball and then getting past Noriega James. What a job. Prep now up 2 possessions.
4 points. It's their largest lead all day. Moore pulls up. Electrifies this half of the court.
I love that shot selection from Omari Moore, and that's what we're going to have to see now with 2.5 minutes left. He's going to have to create his own shot, put the team on his back, because we know how important he is for Hudson Catholic offensively.
A lights out shooter, and he shows it there. Both teams take a break.
Widely considered the best shooter in Hudson County. He's going to have to show it now if he wants to deliver a win here for his squad and for all the fans here at Hudson Catholic.
Obviously, a big game here. And how does this set the stage for just a couple weeks from now with a likely county championship matchup between these two squads?
I mean, it's crazy. We still got some time, but let's go a little bit past the county. How about the state playoffs? We saw Hudson go to overtime against Bergen. Prep had no problem taking care of Bergen. We're going to see Prep play Bosco next, a Bosco team that beat Hudson by 10. Just been back and forth, kind of everybody's beating each other, and we have no idea how the scene is going to play out. 1, in the state playoffs for these Catholic schools, and then 2, in the Hudson County tournament. We probably assume that both of these teams are going to be in the final, but judging off what we've seen here in this game, coin flip on whether who's going to win the county.
Definitely gotten more competitive. Refs are going to have a little conversation at the scorer's table. Unsure what this is about. Both teams ready to come back.
Marinello using the time to talk to his team. I like this lineup he has out right now. Obviously, you got the dynamic duo between McKnight and Moore. You got Yu Liu to complement with some size. And then Elijah Williams, Elijah Cologne. 2 studs there in the backcourt.
Prep ball. As they lead it by 2, 2:37. Having a little trouble on the inbound. Hudson Catholic can tie it up right here. Moore over to McKnight. Cologne pushes in, out in the corner. Yu Liu just short. Ball's on the floor. Looking for an option. Williams tried to find Yu Liu, but it won't work.
And it will hurt Hudson Catholic. Both teams just giving the ball away. Prep ends up with it.
Hudson Catholic, a really aggressive branded defense here. Santiago tries to work his way in, and the whistle blows again.
All right, maybe you could say that we've been complaining a little bit about the fouls, but that one was pretty obvious. Actually, I mean, I didn't think it was on the shot, but it definitely was on the floor. Omari Moore reached his hand in there, got some contact. Definitely should have been a foul call.
Santiago in his zone right now. No problem on the first. Confident shot. Maribel, quick chat with his players. 1:47 left in this game. A chance to make it 2 possessions here. 4 points with another made free throw from Mason Santiago. That one's short. Yulu picks it up. His height, definitely a big plus, especially on defense.
And poor Troubles got that rebound. McKnight saved it with the tip.
In comes McKnight all the way. He'll take his turn at the line. He's got to step it up from what we've seen on his past few trips.
Number 23, his fifth.
Yeah, big time player here, McKnight. Is no stranger to big games.
Nick Ferdinand, that was his 5th. He's got to come out. Prep nowhere near the free throw line for shot number 1. Refs making him come back.
McKnight's career average against the Marauders, 15.5 points with 5.5 rebounds. And this year against ranked teams, he's averaged 21 points a game, which is almost what he has tonight, has about 18.
Here we go. Shot number 1 hits the air. It's good. Elijah Williams comes out. Noriega James in his spot. Exactly a minute and 30 left to play. Chance to shrink Prep's lead now down to 1. And he does. 2 for 2 from the line. Again, having trouble on this inbound. Rosa is able to get a whistle to blow. Looked like a flop to me, but
Whistle blows because of the timeouts. I'm not sure how many Prep has left,
Be a full timeout.
but they'll take a full one here. They're only up 1, a minute and a half left. So many stoppages of play, and it's what you expect in a rivalry game like this one, where both teams are so physical. And although it's a regular season game, everybody here knows the stakes are so high for the seeding in the state playoffs. Obviously, in the county, it may not matter too much because either way, you're going to get a home game in the quarterfinal, and in the semis, you play in a neutral site as well as in the championship game. Put a lot on the line in this regular season game, not only because of what we just said with the state seeding, but also for bragging rights. This is huge here in this crosstown rivalry. Both schools, not really the biggest fans of each other, and they let each other know of that, but it just means a lot to both sides, especially the players.
Yep, lot to play for here. It's a game that, as we know, I mean, take last season's regular season game. People still talk about that. This is not something that's just going to go away tomorrow because both teams know they've locked up the 1 and 2 seed. That's not how this matchup works. And we're ready to get right back into it. Thank you to everybody watching here on HCST Athletics. We encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Provide all our games completely free of charge every single week, along with our episodes.
Maybe should have charged for this one. What a game here, huh?
Yep, it'll be Porch to inbound. Trying to find Rosa. Yes, he will. Santiago now taking it down. Pass over to Rosa. Hudson Catholic guarding extremely tight. Rosa tries to make his way in, won't find much. Back out to Santiago. Santiago tries to work his way in as he's done all night, turns and shoots. Rim is not timed. Under a minute to play now. Hawks can take the lead here. More in the corner. Back out to James. 50 seconds on the clock. Cologne holds on to it. Ulu. Back to Moore. Moore looking for options. Marinello calls timeout. Manny, my heart is beating right now. I don't know about you, but with 40 seconds left, Prep only a 1-point lead in this game.
Last time out for Hudson Catholic, and in a 1-point game, that means a lot. Now, there's not much time on the clock, a little bit less than 40 seconds to go. This possession is going to mean a lot, though, going
So
towards
much.
the end of this game. Not sure what they're going to do. I mean, I'd look to maybe get it to McKnight down low, who's been awesome all game. And if he draws a foul, that's going to be so detrimental to St. Peter's Prep. Probably what Marinello is going to try to draw up here. If not, you know you got Omari Moore as an option on the perimeter who can make any shot on the floor.
Yep, and just something to note, this Prep student section has gone quiet. We talked a lot about them here in this second half, and just as I say that, now they finally decide to start making some noise. Both teams bringing the energy as they have all day long, and it climaxes right here. Hudson Catholic takes back the floor. Prep will spend a little bit more time in their timeout. They all put their hands in the middle, and they are ready to go. A big thing here is how much time can Hudson Catholic take on this possession. Obviously, St. Peter is going to try to press the issue. They want one for themselves, but they've operated especially quick on offense today, wasting no time getting to the rim.
And obviously, as Hudson Catholic, you're down. So you can't take too much time off. Was going to get the ball, and Prep answers in tremendous fashion, especially the young kid, Caden Post, who gets a pat on the back from his coach. Now he's going to go to the line, try to sink the two biggest shots of his life.
And Prep is going to take another timeout. The options did not look plentiful there. Whistle blows again.
And we're back on the stream, which is going to make everybody happy. I think people were a little bit concerned if we were going to hit that last shot. Either way, the full recording that is going to be obviously better quality is going to be out on YouTube right after this game. Anyways, what a moment there. I thought Derek Gomez was going to take that shot at the wing to try to take the lead. Maribel very wisely calls the time out after seeing the hesitation on Derek Gomez. Anything could happen now. We'll see who takes the last shot. I'm going to guess it'll be Richie Rosa, but obviously Santiago's a threat too.
2, he's yelling from the door. Everybody loves him. 4.7.
They're bringing it back.
Electric. Right there. What he's going to do.
Oh my goodness.
And here we go. 4 more minutes left on the clock.
As we have overtime, I'm not sure if we were up or not when it happened. 56 up is the score. Prep couldn't get a shot up before the end of the buzzer.
Tip is up, and it's right back to Omari Moore, won by Keith McKnight. Both teams get an additional timeout, headed into overtime. McKnight pushes in, and a blocking foul called on Mason Santiago. He has been. Post, Porch,
32.
Gomez, Martinez, and Rosa are now the 5 after the foul out. Big foul shots here. Hudson Catholic strikes first, 14 seconds into overtime. So 2 games now in a row between these two teams. That regulation has not been enough. Second shot on its way. Second shot. Good.
Great to see Keith McKnight get it going from the free throw line. He struggled a lot in the second half. Makes both now, though. That's going to be huge for Hudson Catholic if they continue that theme.
Here comes Rosa. You can expect him to be the calmest in a situation like this. Only a junior, but so much composure. Makes a nice move. Shot won't go. He's shooting 2.
And just look at the amount of attention that Richie Rosa calls towards him. At least 3 black jerseys trying to block that shot. He draws the foul. Great footwork on his part to not travel. He earns his 2 free throw shots at the charity stripe.
Shot number 1. Of course, it's good. We've talked all game, or excuse me, not all game, but over these past couple of minutes, how this has been the game where the youngsters get put in the big situations. That's going to be a big storyline in these next 3.5 minutes as the St. Peter's Prep youngsters try to get them the win. McKnight to Lou, back to McKnight. Puts it up in traffic, and it'll be up.
Foul against Hudson Catholic, number 10, his 4th. St. Peter's is in the bonus.
And St. Peter's in the bonus. Post right back to the line. Can't seem to stay out of the spotlight for now.
See if he makes both this time. He made 1 of 2 in his last trip to the free throw line. Again, this youngster has been completely unfazed by the stage so far. See if he delivers at the free throw line.
He delivers on shot number 1. And not only those free throw shots, the ball was in his hands when the buzzer sounded.
Drew it up, but nothing about this game has been the way that either team drew it up.
Porsche again goes 1 for 2, and just looking into the crowd, everybody is recording or on a FaceTime with their friends. The word is being spread all over Hudson County. Moore has it. Long 2. It's good. The camera is shaking, so are the bleachers.
We said it. That's the guy you got to go to. If you're in yellow and black, Omari Moore is so good shooting off the dribble. Shows it right there.
It's Rosa. Again, expect the attention. 2:30 to play. Hawks by 2. Rosa all the way. Tie game. Whistle blows. Quick break. Martinez has a quick chat with his coach. Noriega James takes it down. He hauled up that long 3 in Hudson Catholic's last regulation possession. Noriega James guarded by Caden Post. Moore from deep, off to his left. Rebound secured by Martinez. These new subs doing a great job of collecting the boards.
I think everybody in the building thought that shot was going in once he took it. Off a little bit to the left, but you don't want to keep giving Omari more looks from beyond the arc.
Tie game. We hit under the 2-minute mark in overtime. Richie Rosa. Who else? Still dribbling. Had the ball for about 20 seconds now. Trying to find something, anything. Rosa passes it off.
I think this is good here from Prep, taking their time here. Going to try to do anything they can to get a bucket.
Porch to Post. Post pushes in. Drops it off. Martinez has a bucket.
And who else? Of course it was Oscar Martinez all night. It's been the unsung heroes, the names where you didn't expect to show up in this showdown. No lack of drama here between Hudson Catholic and St. Peter's Prep. It's been truly incredible to see. First it was post on both sides, then you knew for Hudson Catholic offensively, and now it's Oscar Martinez getting the clutch bucket.
Yep. And let's paint the picture for you real quick. After 32 minutes, it wasn't enough for these two teams. We had to bring it to overtime. Now, a minute and 16 left in that spot. Prep leads it by 2. When we come back, Hudson Catholic is going to have what we see from them. Omari Moore has been lights out so far in overtime. Had that one missed 3, but he's been so composed all day, especially on those mid-range shots.
He's telling his team to deny him the ball because Omari Moore is so lethal shooting the jumper, and I think he's going to be the one to do it right now. If not, it'll probably be Keith McKnight. So if you're the Prep defense, you can't go too much on trying to stop Omari Moore because we know how much McKnight could beat you. Again, no stranger to these big games. He averages 21 a night against ranked opponents this year.
Yep, and on the flip side, it's Rosa that Hudson Catholic has to be worried about. So much time with the ball all throughout overtime. The fans have not had a chance to sit down since the half. Almost 2 hours since tip. A big portion of that in the second half. McKnight spins, gets in. It's an easy 2 after that.
And he takes the self-checkout line. Keith McKnight with the spin move splits the defense. What a move.
Porsche has it. 50 seconds to play. Still tied. Rosa. Still Rosa. 35 now to play. Tipped away. Rosa composes himself. Passes it off to Porch. 26 seconds. Porch. Back out. Martinez. Tries to pass it to Rosa. Off-ball foul called. Staying with Prep. And of course, they're in the bonus. Foul shots on the way.
And this time, it's one of the stars to have the ball in his hands here in such a big situation. Under 21 seconds to go. Richie Rosa will take 2 foul shots after the stoppage of play.
Marinello is going to take the chance to talk it over. So is Mirabel. Not an empty seat in sight. The walls are lined. Everybody wants to see how this one is going to wrap up. Can barely even see the wall.
And this crowd has just gone crazy. Rashad Robinson checks back into this game after being out for a long period of time due to injury. Again, he's another one of those snipers from beyond the arc.
Rosa. It's good. Prep back in the lead. 1 point. Again, we thank you for tuning in on the HCST Athletics Show. We ask you to please subscribe if you have not already done so. We stream all of these games every week for free. As Richie Rosa readies for shot number 2. After that, Hudson Catholic going to have 20 seconds. It doesn't go, but the rebound is there, and they'll head back to the line and do it one more time. This time it's Porch with the ball in his hands.
And Eric Porch, who's been on the edge since the third quarter, in foul trouble for a long period of time. He's back into this game and gets a huge offensive rebound for the Marauders. Now draws the foul. He's going to have a chance to put his team up 3.
And if they do go up 3, first one's no. It can't happen. Was going to talk about how Omari Moore is obviously the guy to go to in those 3-point situations. Obviously a 3-point shot, not out of the realm of possibilities, but no longer necessary.
And now with Robinson in, he's another one who could take that big shot from anywhere. see where the Hawks elect to go.
18. We count it down in Jersey City. And Marinello makes the whistle blow. Timeout.
All right, here's where you draw your best play. If you're Coach Marinello here, they could go in a few different directions. I mean, obviously, Omari Moore or Keith McKnight, those are the two obvious guys you would want to go to. But now they're at full strength with their starting lineup on the floor. Rashad Robinson back in, Elijah Colon and Elijah Williams. Those three guards can score at a very high rate. And let's see if Moore or Robinson would be the one to potentially take a game-winning shot here, because we know how good they are from three-point range. If not, it's Keith McKnight down low, and we might go to a double overtime.
Yeah, my only concern with Rashad Robinson hasn't taken a shot in quite a while off the injury. You don't know if he's at 100%. So a lot of questions there. We don't know. Again, we're up in our makeshift booth here at Hudson Catholic as they exit their timeout. Prep taking a few extra moments.
What a moment here. I think we're sweating as much as the players are. Obviously a crazy scene. Mirabel's still talking to his squad. Can't fall apart here defensively. And if you're Eric Porch, you definitely can't foul.
On a dark Thursday night, the team in black jerseys has one more chance. Here they go. Clock dips below 10. Noriega James passes it off to Omari Moore. 7. They're defending well. Moore gets out of it. Robinson for 3. No, going short. And a foul. A foul. The whistle blows. Hudson Catholic not dead just yet.
And I think Prep was thinking exactly what you were thinking, Caden. Rashad Robinson has not taken a shot in a while. They completely crashed towards Omari Moore. He has no other choice but to pass it off to Robinson, who got a wide open look. He misses it short. And now Hudson a little bit fortunate here to draw a foul and go to the line. It'll be Omari Moore to try to tie this game up.
Moore, we've mentioned multiple times in this game how elite of a shooter he is. He'll take 2. He needs to make both. 2-point game, 2 foul shots on the way. Up goes number 1. Yes. Yes. It's good. And just listen to the noise. It's been a game of pressure. So many players put into the spotlight. Moore, he's used to it.
Yulu in this game, more size for Hudson to put up a prayer if he misses.
0.6 for the tie. Yes! And with 0.6, we are headed to double overtime. Four more minutes to play.
Both teams will have one timeout in the second overtime.
Again, both A chance to break the deadlock right here. The first one is no good. We welcome all of you back watching live. Again, we apologize for all the technical outages we've had so far. We're trying our best.
Also
First couple seconds of overtime in, double overtime. Gomez misses his first free throw shot. That's all the action. 0 for 2. It's going to be another jump ball. Arrow favoring Hudson Catholic, so they'll keep it for now.
3.5 minutes left. Double overtime in this ball game.
It just does not get crazier than this. Hudson Catholic, they played a double overtime game last season, won it. Tahad Pettiford, the senior, shined in that game. Someone else has to step up.
It was Omari Moore at the end of that first overtime, making both huge free throws for his squad. I think even we were nervous for him.
Elijah Williams is back in. Yu also on the court. Pass to Noriega James. Omari Moore chucks up a 3. Rim. And that's all he can find. Rosa wasting no time and a clean path right over to the rim. St. Peter's Prep strikes first. It's a 2-point lead for them, 66-64. 2:50 left. An ankle breaker. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prep.
Gomez lost his footing there, and Marinello really frustrated because no one was on the strong side cut there for the Hawks. Would have been an easy bucket. I understand this frustration there. The Hawks are still down, and Robinson is back in this game.
Substitutions everywhere for Hudson Catholic so far. A team with many faces in the overtime portion of this game. Double overtime now. St. Peter's Prep leads it by 2. The inbound to Robinson. He dribbled out of bounds. A chance now for St. Peter's to go up by 2 if they can make something happen. Porch on the inbound. And both of the refs take a second. Marinello not too happy with one of the photographers.
With this much tension, nobody's safe from getting yelled at.
Everybody on edge. Porch has it. He'll dribble it down on every drive. There's been a pass to Rosa. That one slips away. Omari Moore tries to do it all by himself. He does do it all by himself. And we're tied again.
The stars are showing out now in the second overtime. Omari Moore, what a move. Gets inside. Let's see who's the last one to strike, because somebody's going to come out on top in this game.
Richie Rosa didn't touch the ball at all last possession. Don't expect that to happen too much. It's he who has it. Spin move, floater, whistle blows. We thank the almost 100 of you watching now on HCST Athletic. We thank you so much and remind you to subscribe if you haven't done so. Free throw shots coming up. We also have an Instagram account, same username as you'll find here, HCST Athletics.
So many clips from this game are going on that page and the TikTok page as well. Still have no idea how it's going to end. Obviously, going to have a huge shot coming up soon.
It's Rosa, as it has been so many times. And he makes the first, as collected as can be, as exhausted as he looks. A lot of basketball, and he's seen all of it.
This is nothing for him. A guy who's played an international play, has FIBA experience, makes both free throws at the line, so composed.
More inbounds to McKnight. Still a 2-point game. Under 2 minutes to play now with Prep in the lead. McKnight. Foul.
Again, this is huge. McKnight's been inconsistent all night from the free throw line. Last trip, he made both. Let's see if he could deliver again for his squad because they need it.
In the clutch, Hudson Catholic has been so great. We saw more with the 2 to send it to this second overtime. Made both when that's exactly what he had to do. It was do or die as Gomez has fouled out.
Another player fouls out for this Prep squad. They were already fouling a lot for 4 quarters. Imagine in 2 overtimes. Really costing them now, and the refs are calling both teams back. No timeouts have been
Trying to take every chance to have a little chat with coach wherever they can get it. And now some really unlikely faces come on the Prep side. Dylan Jensen for Prep. First one's good. 1-point game.
And with the way that this game has gone, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jensen taking either 2 big free throws or a big shot.
It just seems like it has to happen at this point. They've shown that they're ready. Shot number 2 to tie things up. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Tie game. Rosa. Robinson pressing up on him. Rosa versus Robinson as the clock hits 1:30 to play. Tie game, 68 all. Robinson still right there. Rosa makes his move, swatted away by Robinson, and he's got a word or two for Richie Rosa, and so does the student section.
My jaw is on the floor. So is everybody else's here in this building. Robinson has not seemed to lose a step after being out due to injury during this game. Rosa got past him for a little bit there, but a great job of recovering to get the block.
Ball stays with the Marauders. Almost a wonky inbound, but it's right to Porch. Rosa falls down. It's going to be an off-the-ball foul. Robinson.
Rosa. That's what you get in a point guard who has so much experience. Rashad Robinson did nothing wrong there. He did not foul. Rosa does a great job of wrapping his arm around Robinson to try to sell a foul. He completely does so. Chris Paul-esque right there. Richie Rosa does a great job to get to the free throw line.
And now he's right back to the line. He just can't miss.
Rosa shooting 1.
Rosa's got one more left in him. 69-68. Prep in the lead. It's good. McKnight. Robinson. Right back to McKnight. Right back to Robinson. Three-pointer on its way. It's good. It's good. And the Hawks are in the lead. And almost a technical foul. Rosa trying to sell it. He can't that time. A 3 from Caden Post. Almost. So close. Post gets it right back. The pass is in, and it's blocked. It's blocked by Keith McKnight. He heads back the other way. 2 points. Another 2 points. And the Hawks are up 3.
Absolute mayhem. Oh my in this game. Keith McKnight with a huge rejection on the other end, gets the ball back, does it all by himself on the break and gets the layup to go. 3-point game. Prep still has a chance to answer. We might get 3 overtimes.
Who knows? And again, what a shot from Elijah Williams. We said everybody is showing up tonight. 27.7 seconds left on the clock. Prep needs a 3. Prep again taking their time. Santiago has some words for William to just drain that 3. Marinello having a chat with the refs. Everyone with something to say. Porch the inbound. Trying to get it to Rosa. He's double teamed. They do get it to Rosa.
You could get a quick bucket here and then foul if you're Peters.
Rosa off to Jensen. To Post. Post back to Rosa. 13 seconds.
Might need to tie it here.
Rosa lets one fly from way too far out. He's not close. It's an air ball, and this Hudson Catholic student section is going to make sure he's aware of that. 6.9 seconds to go, and with just some fundamental basketball, Hudson Catholic can close this one out.
Most important part now is just inbound the ball. Hudson has no timeout, so they can't call one if they get in trouble here. Gonna have to get this pass out efficiently.
Ball touched almost everybody's hands on that possession from St. Peter's. Richie Rosa thought he had it. The inbound is clean, and Prep has no choice but to foul and send Williams back to the line.
That's exactly what happens when you're St. Peter's Prep and Mason Santiago, Derek Gomez, both out. You have 2 guys who don't get many minutes on the floor in that situation with Martinez and Ryan, and they just take way too long to foul there. 2 seconds came off the clock, and those 2 seconds are gold now with the way that this game has gone. If Williams make these 2 free throws, it's going to be almost impossible for Prep to come back.
A simple objective, just make one, and he does it on the first. He does it on the first, and it's a 2-possession game. Hawks lead it by 4 with just over 4 seconds left to play. He's got one more. This one matters a bit less. Still, obviously, would love to make it. He won't. And the whistle blows. A timeout from Prep.
Their final timeout.
Unfortunately, can't do much to draw up a 4-point play. Gonna have to try to bait a foul. And that's the only match, the only objective for Marinello's squad. Just don't foul and you win the game.
No doubt about it, but actually, Prep, if they get a quick bucket and minimal time comes off the clock, they could still foul and then have a chance to either tie or win the game depending on what Hudson does at the free throw line. They added time back on the clock, 4.1 seconds. The only thing Prep has to do is get a very quick bucket. What you definitely can't do if you're Hudson is, one, obviously foul, and don't let them get a wide open layup on the inbound, especially depending on where they inbound this ball. Prep has their hands full, but they're still not completely out of this yet.
Again, Prep staying in that huddle for as long as they are allowed to. The buzzer blows, and they all return to the floor.
So they'll inbound it on the far side. You just can't give up a quick bucket if you're Hudson.
The adrenaline pumping for everybody. The Hawks student section has waved a couple times. They can make it true here. Richie Rosa takes his time, puts up a long 3. It doesn't go, and it doesn't even matter. Hudson Catholic defends home court, and they're all out. They're not going to hold them off. No way. They win it. They win it for the first time. A 5-game losing streak against their rival squad, but they do it here at home in front of the supporters, many of which came an hour before this one started just to get a good seat.
Complete jubilation here for Hudson Catholic. They squeak by and beat St. Peter's Prep. It took 2 overtimes. Nonetheless, they win by 4 and they defend home court. Their first win against St. Peter's since 2022. Since 2022, it's been years. Hudson Catholic delivers. They shake hands and finally enjoy a win against their bitter rival.
It's an instant classic, as these games always seem to be. We thank you so much for joining us here on HCST Athletics for what has been an absolute show. I'm Caden Drummeller. This is Manny Pereira. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great night.
Thanks for watching. Wow. Dude, I'm sweating bullets.
We have a pass. Interviews. We have a pass.
We have a what?
Interviews.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You gotta bring him over here.
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere.
You got it? Yo, you're Hudson, bro.
I'm trying to get on bar.
Okay.